Hello students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject Maths 1 Algebra in 10th standard. We will continue with chapter 2 Quadratic Equations. We will solve questions from practice set 2.5. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side. Press the bell icon also to get my all videos of 10th standard. So children, before starting to solve the questions from practice set 2.5, let us learn and remember few basic concepts related to quadratic equation, because on these basic concepts the sums from practice set 2.5 are based. So if you learn this, it will be easy to solve the questions from practice set 2.5. So let us learn this and remember this. If alpha and beta are the roots of quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form of quadratic equation, we all know. And if suppose or imagine alpha and beta are two roots of quadratic equation, till now we have seen that every time, whether we are solving by factorization method, or we are solving by completing the square method, or we are solving by formula method, every time we get two roots of the equation, two values of the variable. So if we imagine that alpha and beta, if you assume that alpha and beta are two roots of the quadratic equation, then alpha will be equal to minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and beta value will be equal to minus b minus, here minus is there, here plus is there. We all know the value can be split into two, and then we can get the two roots of the equation. So minus b minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So these are the two values of roots alpha and beta, and alpha plus beta will be equal to minus b upon a. This b and a, okay, b is the coefficient of middle term and a is the coefficient of first term. So alpha and beta, when we add this, what we will get? Minus b upon a. And when we multiply alpha into beta, what we will get? C upon a. C means constant term, upon a means coefficient of first term. So these two concepts you all have to remember all the time. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a when the equation is in the general format, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then alpha plus beta value will be minus b upon a, and alpha into beta will be c upon a. When we solve the sum, you will get to know about it immediately. Very easy it is, but now you have to remember. Nature of the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 depends on the value of b square minus 4ac. We all know how to find out the value of b square minus 4ac. We have done it in practice set 2.4 while solving by the formula method. So this is b square minus 4ac, we all know how to find out. So nature of roots depends on this value. Hence b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. Okay, this is known as discriminant. It is not determinant. Determinant we have done in chapter number 1. Okay, and determinant is shown by this, under this two vertical lines, columns and rows are there. So that is determinant. Okay, don't get confused. That is determinant. And here in quadratic equation we find discriminant. So discriminant is denoted by Greek letter delta. This triangle in Greek letter is known as delta. Okay, there in Greek alphabets this letter is used and this is known as delta. So when the delta or discriminant is equal to 0, that means b square minus 4ac, when we solve this from the equation, and when this value is equal to 0, the root of quadratic equation are real and equal. What is the nature of root of equation? They will be real and equal. Both the roots will be equal and they are real. If delta is greater than 0, that means if b square minus 4ac value is greater than 0, that means if it is positive value, then the roots of quadratic equation are real and unequal. They are real also, but they are not equal. When it is equal to 0, the roots are equal, and here when it is positive, they are not equal. And third condition, when delta is less than 0, that means the value of b square minus 4ac is negative, minus, then the roots of quadratic equation are not real. These three natures of roots you all have to remember always. Now let us see this fourth concept. The quadratic equation whose roots are alpha and beta can be written as x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. In this format, we can write the quadratic equation if the roots are given. If alpha and beta is given, then you can write the quadratic equation in this format: x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. So, based on these concepts, we are going to solve practice set 2.5. Okay, now let us solve this question number 1. This is activity based question. We can see 3 activities are there. Fill in the gaps and complete. So first activity is quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form. Now the values of b square minus 4ac are given. Okay, first it is b square minus 4ac is equal to plus 5. Plus 5 means value of discriminant is greater than 0. Here we have seen, just now we have seen, this is the third point. When the value of discriminant is greater than 0, then what is the nature of root of equation? They are real and unequal. Correct? When it is greater than 0, when all positive values, we all know all positive values are greater than 0, plus 5 is greater than 0. So when b square minus 4ac means discriminant. B square minus 4ac means discriminant. Discriminant is greater than 0 means root of the equation is real and unequal. So what should be written here? Here we have to write real and unequal. Okay. Now for second one, b square minus 4ac is equal to minus 5. If it is minus 5, that means it is less than 0. Correct? Less than 0. Negative value is always less than 0. Minus 5 is always less than 0. So it is negative. Delta is negative. Delta is less than 0. And when delta is less than 0, what is the nature of root? Nature of root is not real. So not real root. So in this way we will have to complete this activity. Only these 2 boxes we will have to fill. Now let us see the second activity. Sum of the roots is minus 7. Okay, that means sum of the root means alpha plus beta is minus 7. It is given to us. And product of root is 5. That means alpha into beta is 5. Roots, if we take any 2 roots, alpha and beta are the 2 roots. Alpha and beta are the 2 roots. So sum of the roots, that means alpha plus beta is equal to minus 7. And product of the roots, that means alpha into beta is equal to 5. Then we will have to form a quadratic equation. So when alpha plus beta value is known, when alpha into beta value is known, how to form a quadratic equation we can form in this format. X square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. So here if you want to form in this format, how to write? X square minus alpha plus beta value. Alpha plus beta value is minus 7 into x plus alpha into beta. Alpha into beta is 5 is equal to 0. So x square minus minus will become plus. So here we have to write x square plus 7x plus 5 will be equal to 0. So in this way, when alpha plus beta value is given and when alpha into beta value is given, we can form the quadratic equation by using this formula or this general form of the equation. You can say it as formula or general form of the equation. So in this way, when you have sum of the roots and product of the roots, we can form the equation. Now let us see the third activity. Third activity is alpha and beta are the roots of quadratic equation. Then and quadratic equation is given, 2x square minus 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then we will have to find out the value of alpha plus beta. Now what we have seen previously, what is the value of alpha plus beta? Here we have seen in the first point only. In the first point, what we have seen, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a, and alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. So here we can see that a is equal to 2. If you compare with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 4, and c is equal to minus 3. Okay, and alpha plus beta, we all know alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. So minus b, minus sign as it is, we have to write b value is minus 4 upon a value is 2. Minus minus will become plus 4 upon 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So alpha plus beta we get only 2. Similarly, alpha into beta means alpha multiplied by beta means c upon a. C value is minus 3 upon a is 2. So it will be minus 3 upon 2. In this way, we have to fill in the boxes of this activity sums. So first question is over. Now second question we will solve in our notebook. So find the value of discriminant. Discriminant means what? We will have to find the value of b square minus 4ac. So first we will have to compare these equations with the general form ax square plus bx plus c. We have to get the values of a, b, c, and then we can find the value of b square minus 4ac. This we already have done in our practice set 2.4. So it is very easy. So let us solve it now. So first let us write this first sum. X square plus 7x minus 1 is equal to 0. In solution also we have to write it as it is. X square plus 7x minus 1 equal to 0. Then we have to write comparing x square plus 7x minus 1 equal to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. What we will get? We will get the values of a, b and c. So we get a is equal to, a is the coefficient of x square. Here coefficient of x square we cannot say anything, that means 1 is there. So a is equal to 1, b is equal to plus 7 and c is equal to minus 1. After getting the value of a, b, c, we can find out discriminant. So for discriminant we use this triangle. This is Greek letter delta. Discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. Now we will put the value is equal to b square means 7 square minus 4 into a. If you want you can write in the bracket. So a is 1, c is also 1, but it is minus 1. So 4ac means 4 into plus 1 into minus 1. Let us solve. 7 square is 49. Minus minus will become plus. 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4. So 49 plus 4, what we will get? It is equal to 53. And therefore the answer is discriminant is equal to 53. In this way we will have to solve the sums from this question number 2. Let us solve second sum. Second sum is 2y square minus 5y plus 10 is equal to 0. In solution, write the equation as it is. 2y square minus 5y plus 10 is equal to 0. This equation is in the proper format of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Always check whether the equation is in the proper format or not. If it is not in the format, you have to bring this equation in the general format of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So now after that what should be done? Comparing 2y square minus 5y plus 10 is equal to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So what we get? We will get the values of a, b and c. We get A is equal to 2. B is the coefficient of y, which is minus 5, and C is equal to plus 10. After getting the values of A, B, C, write the formula for discriminant. Delta is equal to B square minus 4AC. Write the values. B square means minus 5 whole square minus 4 into A into C. A is 2 and C is 10. So minus 5 square, we all know it is 25. Minus sign, because no other minus sign is there, so I have to put minus sign as it is. 4 2s are 8, 8 10s are 80. So plus 25 minus 80. Plus minus will become minus and answer will be 55. 80 minus 25 is 55, we all know. So answer is minus 25. Therefore, discriminant is equal to minus 55. This is the answer. Now let us go on third sum from same question. Third sum is root 2x square plus 4x plus 2 root 2 is equal to 0. Let us write root 2x plus 4x plus 2 root 2 is equal to 0. Solution. Write the equation once again. Root 2x plus 4x plus 2 root 2 is equal to 0. We can see all the terms are on the left hand side. First term is x square, second term is x having index 1, third term is constant term. So it is in the general format of x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So we can directly compare the equation. Comparing root 2x square plus 4x plus 2 root 2 equal to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So write the values of ABC. We get the values of ABC. A is equal to root 2. We can see the coefficient of x square term is root 2. Coefficient of B is plus 4. Coefficient of C is plus 2 root 2. So in this way, after getting the coefficient, we have to write the formula for delta or discriminant is equal to B square minus 4AC. Now put the values. B square is 4 square minus 4 into A. A is root 2. C is 2 root 2. 4 square is 16, we all know. Now minus sign is there because no other minus sign. We will first multiply this 4 into 2. 4 2s are 8. And then 2 root 2 root 2. Root 2 multiplied by root 2. That means root 4. Correct? Root 2 into root 2 will be 2 2s are 4. That is square root of 4. What is square root of 4? Is 2. So root 2 into root 2 is 2. So 8 into 2. 4 2s are 8 and root 2 into root 2 is 2. So we get 16 minus 8 2s are 16. 16 minus 16 is 0. So in this way, here we have got discriminant delta is equal to 0. So by using this formula, we can find the value of discriminant. Now let us go on third question. Question number 3 is determine the nature of roots of following quadratic equations. So for determining the nature of roots of equation, what should be done? We have to find out the value of discriminant from the equation. Okay. Here in question number 2, we have found out the value of discriminant. In the same way, we will have to find out the value of discriminant first, because the nature of root of the equation based on the value of discriminant. We all know that if the discriminant value is 0, roots are real and equal. If discriminant is greater than 0, that means it is positive, then roots are real and unequal. And if it is negative, less than 0, roots are not real. So first we will have to find out discriminant, and based on the value of discriminant, we can decide whether what is the nature of roots of equation. So let us solve. First sum is x square minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. As we all can see, all the terms are on the left hand side. It is in the general format of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So directly we can compare. Comparing x square minus 4x plus 4 equal to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Get the values of ABC. We get a is equal to, nothing is there, no coefficient is there, means 1 is there. B is equal to, coefficient of x is minus 4. C is equal to, constant term is 4. So after getting the values of A, B, C, what should be done? We have to apply the formula of discriminant. Delta is equal to B square minus 4AC. Put the values here. B is minus 4, so minus 4 square minus this 4 as it is from formula. Value of A is 1, value of C is 4. Now minus 4 square is plus 16. Square of negative number is always positive. Minus sign is there. 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16. 16 minus 16, we are getting 0. So here delta is equal to 0. We are getting delta is equal to 0. I will write here. Here delta is equal to 0. So when delta or discriminant is equal to 0, what is the nature of roots? The roots are real and equal. Always keep this in mind. So therefore the roots are real and equal. Okay, so in this way we can decide or determine the roots of nature of the roots of the given equation. Now let us solve the second sum. Second sum is 2y square minus 7y plus 2 is equal to 0. So I will write here 2y square minus 7y plus 2 equal to 0. This is second sum. In solution, write the sum once again. 2y square minus 7y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now see children, again it is in the general format of ax square plus bx is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So we will direct comparing 2y square minus 7y plus 2 is equal to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We get the values of ABC. We get a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 7 and c is equal to 2. After getting the values of ABC, what should be done? Delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. Now put the values of b, a and c. B is minus 7, so minus 7 square 4. A is 2, c is also 2. Now minus 7 square is plus 49 minus 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. 49 minus 16 plus 49 minus 16 plus minus minus sign of bigger number. Bigger number is 49. 49 sign is plus. So answer will also have the plus sign. So it is 33. So what should be written? 33 is bigger than 0, correct? Here delta is equal to 33, which is greater than 0. Delta is greater than 0. So when delta or discriminant is greater than 0, what is the nature of root? When delta is greater than 0, roots are real and unequal. Therefore, the roots of given equation, here also we should write given equation, okay? Given equation are real and unequal. Okay, in this way we can determine the nature of root. Now let us go on third sum. Third sum is m square plus 2m plus 9 is equal to 0. M square plus 2m plus 9 equal to 0. Solution: m square plus 2m plus 9 equal to 0. We can see it is in the format of x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So let us compare. Comparing m square plus 2m plus 9 equal to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What we will get? We will get the values of a, b, c. We get a is equal to, now m square coefficient nothing is there, that means 1 is there. M coefficient is 2, that means b value is 2. C means constant, constant is equal to 9. C is equal to 9. Now we write discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. Put the values. B square means 2 square minus 4. A means 1. C means 9. Now 2 square is 4. 4 1s are 4. 4 9s are 36. Correct. So plus 4 minus 36. Plus minus minus. But sign of bigger number. 36 is bigger, whose sign is minus. So answer is minus 32. Here we have got delta is equal to minus 32. So which is less than 0. Correct. Negative values are always less than 0. Here delta is equal to minus 32 and minus 32 is less than 0. So when delta is less than 0, what is the nature of root? Roots are not real. When delta is less than 0, roots are not real. So right, therefore the roots of equation are not real. Okay, in this way we have to complete this question number 3 also. Now question number 4 is form the quadratic equation from the roots given below. Two roots are given below and we will have to form the quadratic equation from these roots. So these roots we have to assume as alpha and beta, and we can get the quadratic equation in the format of this point number 4, which we have learned before. I told you to remember all these points. So quadratic equation whose roots are alpha and beta can be written in the format of x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. So we will have to assume these two given roots as alpha and beta. So first two roots are 0 and 4. So let us assume them as alpha and beta. First sum 0 and 4. So solution, we write let alpha is equal to 0 and beta is equal to 4. First we find the value of alpha plus beta. Therefore alpha plus beta is equal to 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. Okay, this will be first equation. And alpha into beta or alpha beta will be equal to 0 into 4. 0 into 4 is 0. 0 multiplied by any number, answer is 0. This will be second. So after getting the values of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, we have to write the required equation. Therefore, the required quadratic equation is, what is that required quadratic equation? X square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. So we will be putting the values of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, that is x square minus alpha plus beta we have got 4, x as it is, plus alpha into beta we have got 0 equal to 0. So this is our required quadratic equation. Therefore, once again we will write, therefore x square minus 4x plus 0 equal to 0 is the required quadratic equation. So in this way, when two roots are given, we can find out the quadratic equation. Let us solve the second sum. Second sum, two roots are 3 and minus 10. 3 and minus 10. So solution, let alpha is equal to 3 and beta is equal to minus 10. First find out alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is equal to 3 plus minus 10. So 3 plus minus 10 means 3 minus 10. Plus minus will become minus. It is answer is minus 7. This is equation number 1. Now alpha into beta we will find out. Alpha beta is equal to, alpha is 3 into beta is minus 10. 3 into my plus minus will be, sign will be minus. 3 times are 30. Minus 30 we will get. Okay. Now therefore write the quadratic equation. Therefore the required quadratic equation is we write the format of required quadratic equation x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Now put the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. X square we write as it is, that is x square write as it is minus alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is minus 7 into x plus alpha into beta is minus 30. So see children, minus two signs are coming together here also. So let us combine them and make one sign and then write the answer once again. X square minus minus become plus 7x plus minus becomes minus 30 is equal to 0. So this is our required quadratic equation. Therefore x square plus 7x minus 30 is equal to 0 is the required quadratic equation. Okay, now let us go on third sum. Third one is 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 2. Let us solve. Solution, let alpha is equal to 1 upon 2 and beta equal to minus 1 upon 2. So therefore alpha plus beta 1 upon 2 plus minus 1 upon 2. That means 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2. It will be 0. 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 will be 0. Now alpha into beta. Alpha beta is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by minus 1 upon 2. Plus minus sign will be minus. 1 ones are 1. 2 twos are 4. In multiplication we multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So this is our second equation. Now let us write the required quadratic equation. The required quadratic equation is, it will be x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. Now put the values of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, that is x square as it is we write minus alpha plus beta we have got 0, 0x plus minus 1 upon 4. Alpha into beta is minus 1 upon 4 is equal to 0. So if you don't write 0x, because 0 into x will be 0. If you don't write middle term also it is okay. That is therefore x square, this minus 0x we will not write, plus minus will become minus 1 upon 4 is equal to 0. This is also a quadratic equation. When there is one variable, single variable, and maximum index is 2, then that is also known as quadratic equation. We all know that. Therefore, x square minus 1 upon 4 is the required quadratic equation. Okay, so in this way we can solve our third sum. Now let us go on fourth sum. Two minus root 5 and 2 plus root 5. So let us solve. 2 minus root 5 and 2 plus root 5. Solution. Let alpha is equal to 2 minus root 5 and beta is equal to 2 plus root 5. First we do alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is equal to 2 minus root 5 plus 2 plus root 5. See children, minus root 5 plus root 5, answer will be 0. So 2 plus 2 will be 4. This is first. Now alpha into beta. Alpha into beta is equal to 2 minus root 5 into 2 plus root 5. Here we can apply the formula of a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, so here we can write is equal to 2 square minus root 5 square. We are applying the formula a minus b, a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So 2 minus 5, 2 plus root 5 will be 2 square minus root 5 square. 2 square is 4 and root 5 square is only 5. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. Okay, this is second one. So in this way we have got the values. Alpha plus beta is 4. Alpha into beta is minus 1. This is the formula which we have used. Formula. Okay, now we will be writing the required quadratic equation. The required quadratic equation is x square plus, sorry, not plus, don't get confused between signs. It should be minus. Okay, alpha minus x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Now we will put the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta, that is x square minus alpha plus beta means we are getting 4x plus alpha beta is minus 1. So therefore x square minus 4x plus minus is minus 1 is equal to 0. Answer we should write x square minus 4x minus 1 is equal to 0 is the required quadratic equation. So in this way we have completed this question number 4. Now let us go on question number 5. Question number 5. Sum of the roots of quadratic equation is double their product. Find k if equation is x square minus 4kx plus k plus 3 is equal to 0. So we have given one equation. We have given one condition in the first sentence, and from this equation and from this condition we will have to find the value of k. So let us see how to solve this sum. I have written the question as it is on my page. We can start the solution by writing given equation. Given equation is x square minus 4kx plus k plus 3 is equal to 0. Let us see that whether it is in the proper format. See, it means what? First term is x square, second term, that is x term coefficient is minus 4k. This is x term coefficient, and constant term is k plus 3. This together is a constant term. Okay, so this is constant term. Coefficient of x is minus 4k and x square coefficient is plus 1. So let us compare. Comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. We will get the values of a, b and c. A is equal to, nothing is there means 1 is there, so 1. B is equal to minus 4k. This minus 4k is the value of b. So this is minus 4k plus, sorry, not plus, comma, c is equal to k plus 3. So in this way we have got the values of a, b and c. After getting the values of a, b, c, let us assume that the roots of equation are alpha and beta, because the condition is given sum of the roots of quadratic equation. So we will have to assume that alpha and beta are the roots of the given equation. So let us assume, let alpha and beta are the roots of given equation. Okay, so we know alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. So minus b, minus sign from formula we write as it is. Alpha plus beta formula is minus b upon a. So minus sign we write from formula, and now write the value of b. B value is minus 4k. So I write minus 4k upon a value is 1. So minus minus will become plus, plus 4k upon 1 is there. So we don't write when 1 is there in the denominator. So let it be equation number 1. Now we will write alpha into beta. Alpha into beta formula is c upon a. C value is k plus 3. Upon a means 1. So it means k plus 3. Alpha into beta is k plus 3. This is second. Now let us see the condition. According to given condition. What is given condition? Let us read the condition. Sum of the roots of quadratic equation. Sum means total. Total of roots of quadratic equation. Which roots we have taken? Alpha and beta. So they are total. Alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is means equal to double their product. Double means 2 times. 2 times means 2 multiply by their product. Their product is, product of alpha and beta is alpha beta. So according to given condition we have got this equation. Alpha plus beta is equal to 2 into alpha into beta. Alpha plus beta value we have got 4k. 2 as it is we write. Alpha into beta we have got k plus 3. This we have written from 1 and 2. Okay. So now let us solve so that we can get the value for k. So I hope you all have understood till this. First compare the given equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Get the values of a, b and c. After getting the value of a, b and c, let us assume alpha and beta are the roots of given equation, and apply the formula for alpha plus beta, which is equal to minus b upon a. Put the values of b and a, we get 4k. Then apply the formula of alpha into beta, which is c upon a. Put the value, we get k plus 3. Then according to given condition, get the equation. Given condition is sum of roots of quadratic equation. So sum of roots is alpha plus beta. Roots are alpha and beta. So their sum is alpha plus beta is equal to, is means is equal to, double their product. Double means 2 times their product is alpha into beta. Now from equation 1 and 2 we can put these values. Alpha plus beta value we have got 4 and alpha into beta value we have got k plus 3. Now solve this. Therefore 4k is equal to 2 into k plus 3 means 2 into k is 2k plus 2 3s are 6. Therefore 4k is equal to this plus 2k I bring on the left hand side, it becomes minus 2k is equal to 6 as it is. This 4k minus 2k same terms, similar terms, like terms, they can be subtracted. 4k minus 2k will be 2k is equal to 6, and therefore k is equal to this 2 we have to transfer from left to right. Here it is multiply by, so it will become divide by. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, and hence k value we have got 3. In this way we can get the value of k. Now sixth question, alpha beta are the roots of y square minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. We will have to find the value of alpha square plus beta square and alpha cube plus beta cube. So let us solve. I have written the question as it is on my page. Let us start our solution. Given equation, let us observe the equation. Is it in the format of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0? Yes, we can see that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the general format, and the given equation is in that general format. So we will compare. Comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we will get the values of a is equal to 1, nothing is there means 1 is there, b is equal to minus 2, and c is equal to minus 7. Now what is given to us? Alpha and beta are the roots of equation. Alpha and beta are the roots of given equation. This is given to us, okay, given in the question. So let us first find out alpha plus beta. What is the formula for alpha plus beta? It is minus b upon a. Minus sign we write from the formula. B value is minus 2, a is 1. So minus minus will become plus. Plus 2 upon 1 means plus 2. This is the value for alpha plus beta. Now let us get alpha into beta. Alpha into beta is c upon a. So c is minus 7 upon a is 1. So c is minus 7 will be second equation or second. Now let us see the formula. First formula is alpha plus beta. Alpha square plus beta square value we will have to find out. So let us get one formula here. See children, we all know this formula. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Correct? This formula we all know. This means what? If I write it as a square plus b square plus 2ab. 2ab I have written as the third term. A square plus b square. So a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. This plus 2ab, if I transfer on the left hand side, what I will get? A plus b whole square. This plus 2ab will become minus 2ab is equal to a square plus b square. So in place of a square plus b square, if I write alpha square plus beta square, what I will get? Alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 into alpha beta. Are you understanding? This is the formula, expansion formula. From this expansion formula, we have got this formula, same formula. No difference. Only place of a we have written alpha, only in place of b we have written beta. So alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha plus beta whole square. There is difference between whole square and individual square. Okay. So here it is alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So we will use this formula. Here I write, we know alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. This formula I have written, alpha square plus beta square is equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Here I write using formula. So we have to, as we have to find the value of alpha square plus beta square, we can use this formula. Now alpha plus beta value we all know, alpha into beta value we all know. Alpha plus beta value is 2 and alpha plus beta whole square means 2 whole square. Correct? Alpha plus beta is 2, so we have to write 2 whole square minus 2 from formula. Alpha into beta is minus 7. This we have written from 1 and 2. Now solve. 2 square is 4, minus minus plus, 2 sevens are 14. 4 plus 14 is 18. So we have got the value of alpha square plus beta square, which is equal to 18. Now we have to get the value of alpha cube plus beta cube. So which formula we will have to use now? Let us see the formula. I will show you. Formula is a plus b whole cube. Here we have used a plus b whole square. Now we will be using a plus b whole cube. What is the formula? Formula is a cube minus 3ab into a plus b plus b cube. Okay, so it means what? A cube plus b cube minus 3ab, a plus b in bracket. This plus b cube I have written here. So this it is, because it is plus, so all the signs will be plus. Okay, a plus b cube means all sign will be plus. If it is minus, then this sign will be minus. So here it is plus. Now if I transfer this plus 3ab into a plus b on the left hand side, what I will be getting? I will be getting a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b is equal to a cube plus b cube. So in place of a cube plus b cube, what I will be writing? Alpha cube plus beta cube. So alpha cube plus beta cube will be equal to alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta and alpha plus beta. So this formula we are going to use for getting the value of alpha cube plus beta cube. So let us write this formula here. Now alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta using formula. So put the values now. Alpha plus beta whole cube means 2 whole cube minus 3 into alpha beta means minus 7. Alpha into beta means 2. 2 cube. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. Minus minus plus. 3 sevens are 21. 21 twos are 42. 42 plus 8 is 50. So in this way both this value we have got. So answer is, therefore answer alpha square plus beta square is equal to 18 and alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to 50. Now let us solve this last question. The roots of each of the following quadratic equation are real and equal. We have to find k. Roots are real and equal. That means what is the value of discriminant delta is equal to b square minus 4ac value will be equal to 0. When the roots are real and equal, delta value is always 0. We have seen this. When delta is equal to 0, discriminant is equal to 0, roots are real and equal. So delta should always be 0 for getting the roots real and equal. So let us solve the sum. This is our given equation. It is in the format of ax square plus bx plus c. So let us compare. Comparing 3y square plus ky plus 12 is equal to 0 with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We will get the values of a, b, c. A is equal to 3, correct? B is equal to k and c is equal to 12. Now what is given to us? We have given the roots of equation are real and equal. The roots of equation 3y square plus ky plus 12 equal to 0 are real and equal. We can write therefore delta is equal to 0. Okay, it is given they are real and equal. That means what? Delta is equal to 0. That means what? B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Delta is equal to 0 means what? B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So let us put the value of b square minus 4ac. B means k square minus 4. A is 3. C is 12 is equal to 0. Therefore k square is equal to k square minus, first we will multiply. 4 is a 12 and 12 12s are 144 is equal to 0. Therefore k square is equal to this 144, bring on right hand side, it becomes plus 144. So taking square root of both the sides, we have to get the value for k. So taking square root of both sides, what will we get? Square root of k square. Square and square root cancel each other, we get only k. And for 144, square root of 144, what should be written? Plus and minus. 144 is square of 12, so it will be 12. So two values of k are plus 12 and minus 12. Therefore answer, values of k are plus 12 or minus 12.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.